So this is the second part to the other video where I was saying that most of the people live in the from the first step ladder to the third step ladder, which is many people live in the low frequency state, which is sadness, anger, fear. Okay, most people live in that low frequency lack mentality zone, scarce mentality zone. And very few people have the will to go to the top ladder, where you don't only have like positive thoughts, but you actually have like you have that will, you have that feeling of I can do it, you know. And like I said, having that feeling of I can do it is very important. That's the only way that you could kill the imposter syndrome. Okay, so I wanted to add in this video, like, how do you, because I already made a video like what was the issue, the diagnostic of how all the population doesn't get through those 3 ladder steps, and very few get to the top. I already explained that. So now you would say, then how do I activate this? Well, first of all, you gotta understand that you can't do this by yourself. There's a source over there. There's called God or universe, especially God, okay? Because God invented the universe, okay? So don't have people fool you. God invented the universe. Universe is the system God uses to give us what we need, okay? The universe is God's system to give us what we need. Think of it like this. The universe is like the sprinkler system. You know, like a sprinkler system has a timer, okay? And let's say like the owner of the house is God, okay? The owner of the house is God. He has his sprinkler system, which has a timer, so it could water the plants every other and then, according to where it's programmed. Well, in the same way, God's sprinkler system is the universe. God invented the universe, and through the universe, He gives us what we need, okay? So, so now let's get to it. How do I get to that? How do I unlock? My English sucks. Whatever. How do I get to that clear mentality, that feeling of I can do it? Well, that's the first realization. First, you gotta understand that you cannot do that by yourself. You have source. Sorry, you have source. This camera sucks dick. Okay, source. So I don't know if you can see that, which is God. Okay, and God uses what tool does God use? Because God has tools. He uses the tool called the universe. He uses this tool. So you gotta understand that you cannot do this by yourself. It's impossible. You got to ask for help. You're the number one counselor. I'll call him the number one counselor, which is what? God. God is the number one counselor. So you gotta understand, I can't do this by myself. It's impossible. So you gotta always ask guidance. Man, sorry my writing. You gotta ask guidance from source. Who's source? God. What tool does God use? Boom, the universe, to get us the shit that we need. Okay, through the universe. Think about that example of the sprinkler system and the homeowner. Think about that when it comes to this. So once you understand this, it's a great advantage, because to get to that clear state, you gotta understand that it's not from yourself. You need God's help to reach your level. But once you understand that, you gotta put in your homework. You gotta do your homework, which is you gotta nurture your mind, your spirit, and body. You gotta nurture your mind, spirit, and body. That means you gotta eat healthy. You gotta take good supplements. Okay, stay hydrated. That way you'll be working at optimal level. Okay, you gotta stay spiritual. Read the Bible, because man is not supposed to live of bread only. Okay, you gotta do things not in a greedy way. Okay, not just to acquire riches just like that. That's not good. That'll be your downfall. You gotta have a reason and purpose to want to level up and be in that I can do it state. You know. What do I think I could add here? Yeah, take care of nurture your mind, spirit, and body. Eat healthy, drink water, and that's about it. And level up, okay? And remember that adversities and trials and tribulations, when we go through them, well, we become better. And I know a lot of people don't want to be here no more. And they want to do, probably they don't want to be here no more. And I understand that. Sometimes life gets hard and you don't want to be here no more. I understand that. But I understand that God always gives us a way out. Okay, He always gives us a way out. And understand that by living through all the tribulations and trials and sometimes witchcraft that you do to you, because some people suffer from this. There's a lot of bad people. Let's be real. There's a lot of bad people out there that trying to do you bad harm, and they use these spiritual forces to attack you. So when we decide, like even though we don't want to be here no more, when we decide to stay alive, and that's one way we honor God. Okay, by staying alive, keep prayerfully, read your Bible, stay spiritual, and you see that little by little, you're gonna be someone special in this world, somebody that changes this world for the better. Okay. Stay strong. Stay blessed, people. Shalom.